New Jersey, land of Bruce Springsteen, known for its vibrant culture, rich history, and diverse communities. From the bustling streets of Newark to the serene beaches of Cape May, this state has always been a symbol of the American dream. Sprawling suburbs, picturesque neighborhoods, and the iconic Jersey Shore paint a picture of prosperity and comfort. It's a place where families thrive, and communities come together to celebrate life. But behind this facade lies a hidden crisis, a stark reality many choose to ignore. Homelessness. It's a word that evokes discomfort, a problem often swept under the rug, overshadowed by the state's more glamorous image. It's easy to believe it's a problem confined to big cities, but it's here, festering beneath the surface of the Garden State. In the shadows of affluence, there are countless stories of struggle and survival. My journey takes me beyond the manicured lawns and into the shadows where a growing number of people navigate the harsh realities of life without a home. These are individuals who once had dreams and aspirations, now reduced to mere statistics in a growing crisis. The faces of the homeless are diverse. Families with young children, single parents struggling to make ends meet, and individuals who have lost their way due to unforeseen circumstances. Veterans who once served their country, now forgotten and left to fend for themselves. The elderly who should be enjoying their golden years instead find themselves on the streets, vulnerable and alone. Each person has a story that challenges the stereotypes and forces us to confront an uncomfortable truth. These are not just faceless individuals, they are our neighbors, our friends, and our fellow citizens. Their stories demand our attention and our compassion. The stereotypical image of homelessness, a disheveled individual begging on a street corner, doesn't always apply here. In New Jersey, homelessness often hides in plain sight. They are the families living in cars, the individuals sleeping in shelters overflowing with desperation. It's a world of constant uncertainty, of struggling to meet basic needs. Where do you find a meal when hunger gnaws at your stomach? Where do you seek refuge when the winter wind bites with icy fingers? For many, the answer lies in makeshift communities hidden from the public eye, tent cities. Winter in New Jersey is unforgiving. The air is raw, the wind relentless. For those living on the streets, survival becomes a daily battle. I've come to understand that finding shelter from the elements isn't a matter of comfort, but a matter of life and death. The vulnerability is palpable. Layers of clothing offer little protection against the biting wind. The dampness seeps into everything, chilling to the bone. The threat of hypothermia is constant, a stark reminder of the precariousness of their existence. One face in this crowd belongs to Mary, a single mother of 2 young children. She's been homeless for a year, ever since losing her job and then her apartment. She tells me her story with a quiet dignity that masks the desperation in her eyes. "My kids are my strength," she says, her voice catching. "I have to be strong for them." Mary's story is just one of many. There's John, a veteran who struggles with PTSD, and Sarah, a young woman who aged out of the foster care system and found herself with nowhere to go. Section 5, A Tent City Tale. Deep in the woods, hidden from view, lies a tent city. A community bound together by circumstance, by shared hardship, and a glimmer of hope. The residents here have created a semblance of order in the chaos, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. There's a shared fire where they gather for warmth and companionship. There's a makeshift kitchen where they pool their meager resources to create a warm meal. And there's a palpable sense of community, of looking out for one another in the face of adversity. Section 6, America's Shadow. The homeless crisis in New Jersey is a microcosm of a larger issue plaguing America. It's a stark reminder of the deep economic disparities, the systemic failures, and the erosion of the social safety net. It's easy to turn away, to convince ourselves it's not our problem. But that's a dangerous and dehumanizing path to take. These are not just statistics. They are human beings. They are our neighbors, our fellow citizens. They deserve our compassion, our understanding, and our help. Ignoring their plight is not a solution, it's a dereliction of our shared humanity. Section 7, A Shared Humanity. There's a misconception that homeless people are somehow responsible for their own predicament. Many believe that homelessness is a result of poor life choices or a lack of ambition. This narrative is not only misleading but also harmful. The truth is, the path to homelessness is often paved with systemic issues and personal tragedies. It's not just about bad choices or a lack of drive. Many homeless individuals have faced insurmountable challenges that most of us can hardly imagine. But the reality is far more complex and nuanced. Homelessness is a multifaceted issue that cannot be boiled down to simple stereotypes. Each person has a unique story, a series of events that led them to where they are now. Mental illness, addiction, domestic violence, and a lack of affordable housing are just some of the factors that contribute to homelessness. These issues are often interconnected, creating a vicious cycle that is difficult to break. It's time to move beyond judgment and embrace empathy. We must recognize that homelessness is not a choice but a circumstance that can happen to anyone. By understanding the root causes, we can begin to address the problem more effectively. These are people who, through a combination of misfortune and systemic failures, have found themselves in dire straits. They are not just statistics or faceless individuals. They are our neighbors, our friends, and our fellow human beings. They are not defined by their circumstances. They are defined by their resilience, their humanity, and their unwavering hope for a better tomorrow. By coming together as a community, we can help lift them out of despair and offer them a chance at a brighter future. Solutions do exist. From affordable housing initiatives to mental health support and job training programs, there are ways to address the root causes of homelessness. It requires a collective effort, a shared humanity, to make a lasting impact. Let us remember that every small act of kindness can make a significant difference. Whether it's volunteering, donating, or simply offering a kind word, we all have a role to play in creating a more compassionate and just society. Section 8. Breaking the cycle. The solutions to homelessness are complex and multifaceted. They require a societal shift, a recognition that everyone deserves a safe and stable place to call home. We need to invest in affordable housing, expand access to mental health and addiction services, and provide job training and support. There are organizations and individuals working tirelessly to make a difference. They are on the front lines, providing food, shelter, and a glimmer of hope to those in need. But they cannot do it alone. We all have a role to play in breaking the cycle of homelessness. Section 9. A call to action. This isn't just about charity, it's about justice. It's about recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every individual and understanding that housing is not a privilege but a fundamental human right. We must come together as a community to address this pressing issue. It's about creating a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, regardless of their circumstances. Imagine a world where every child can play safely in their neighborhood, where families can grow their own food in community gardens, and where people from all walks of life can come together to support one another. We can no longer turn a blind eye to the suffering in our midst. The sight of a person huddled on a street corner, ignored by passers-by, should stir us to action. These are our neighbors, our fellow human beings, and they deserve our compassion and support. Educate yourself about the issue, attend community seminars, read up on the causes and effects of homelessness, and engage in conversations with those who have experienced it firsthand. Knowledge is power, and the more we understand, the better equipped we are to make a difference. Volunteer your time or donate to organizations working to combat homelessness. Whether it's serving food at a shelter, packing donation boxes, or helping out at a community center, every bit of effort counts. Your time and resources can provide much-needed relief and hope to those in need. Contact your elected officials and demand that they prioritize affordable housing and support services. Make phone calls, write letters, and meet with local representatives to advocate for policies that address the root causes of homelessness. Your voice can influence change at the highest levels. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference in the lives of those struggling to survive. Handing out supplies, cleaning up local parks, or simply offering a kind word can have a profound impact. It's the collective effort of many small actions that leads to significant change. Let's choose compassion over indifference. In a world that often feels divided, let us be the ones who bridge the gap with empathy and understanding. Comfort those in distress, embrace those who feel alone, and extend a hand of friendship to those in need. Let's choose action over apathy. Stand up, speak out, and join the movement for change. Participate in peaceful protests, hold signs advocating for justice, and let your voice be heard. Together, we can create a powerful force for good. Let's work together to create a New Jersey and an America where everyone has a place to call home. Imagine a future where affordable housing is available to all, where diverse families can thrive in safe and supportive communities, and where the dream of having a home is within reach for everyone. This is our call to action. Let's answer it with determination and hope.